Hi, this is Chris Castle, and tonight I'm here at the 18th Digital Dealer Conference and Exposition at the Flick Fusion Party, and I ran into Jonathan Dawson with Sellchology. Now, not only is Jonathan an innovator and a leader, but he's my very good friend since around 2009. So, Jonathan, share with us a little bit about what's going on with Sellchology.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. And yeah, Sellchology it's what it sounds like. It's selling through psychology. We look at marketing, sales, and management through psychology, helping people understand what's going on behind the scenes, the emotional and psychological road to the sale. Not so much just the steps themselves, but what's motivating the customer or the salesperson through the process.
So what are you doing at Digital Dealer?
Well, actually, I'm going to be speaking on Wednesday. I've got a session in room 22, and it's going to be the RMV, or the real market value of your customer. And what I'll be exploring is basically, with all the different marketing initiatives and programs and softwares and tools that are available to dealers, until we understand the real market value of any one customer source, sometimes we spend a lot of energy and time and resources, and it's not getting us the best bang for our buck. So what I want to do is explore the 10 metrics that determine which customer is our most valuable customer, and how can we then more effectively target and market and communicate with that specific kind of customer.
So it's the real market value of the customer, RMV.
Yeah,
Is that a Psychology term that you made up, Jonathan?
It's not so much that I made up, but because we look at things.
Well, you
like,
created, you
well,
developed.
Yeah. Well, in actuality, if you look at other industries, they look at the lifetime residual value of a customer, and what they want to know is, when I sell somebody, what is the lifetime span of income potential from that one transaction? Well, what I'm looking at is, when you look at the different sources, for example, I could sell somebody who's a walk-in who just came out off the street. I could sell somebody who was generated by my advertising. I could sell somebody who's a service customer or a repeat or a referral, or maybe somebody who was prospected and generated by a salesperson. Each of those have a different market value, and each one of them has a different cost of acquisition, ease of sale transaction, and so forth. Well, when we start to look at the sale that way, it literally can transform not only how we market, but it can transform the way that we look at our structure of our sales team. It can also transform even our pay plans, focusing the best effort and energy towards the most valuable customer that we can possibly sell.
It sounds like a very interesting foundation to base your marketing strategies around.
Yeah, I would say so, because again, if you consider that the typical dealer, what they do is they look at, gosh, we just need to create more traffic. And they go, well, where do we need to do it? We need to do digital stuff. We need to do traditional marketing. So they're doing radio, they're doing TV, they're doing newspaper, they're doing whatever they can to kind of create traffic. But what they're not asking before they start that process is, well, wait a second, which of the possible traffics that we could generate is our best value for our energy, effort, resources, time, and of course our money?
Well, and it all goes back to ad source tracking. Is that mostly the foundation of what you're doing?
Yeah, well, it's absolutely correct. Yeah, so we have to track our sources, but then, like I said, even deeper than that, not just knowing where they're coming from, but really asking the question, when you look at, for example, the ease of acquisition of the lead, or the ease of transaction in the sale process, or when you look at the upsell potentiality, each of these different metrics, when you look at the possible kinds of customers we could get, they actually all are different depending on the customer we're aiming for. So what I'm going to try to expose and share is, let's find out what the real market value is of our customers, so that when we build a marketing strategy, we're using the right kind of energy, resources, time, and finances to get the best value.
Well, and I suggest to everybody, when you go to Jonathan's session, to bring a notepad and your pen to get ready to take notes, because he's very in-depth and very on target. So Jonathan, thank you so much. I look forward to coming to your session.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. It's a pleasure to see you, and thanks everybody.
Jonathan Dawson and Chris Castle here at the 18th Digital Dealer Conference and Exposition in Tampa, Florida.